Okay, hello everybody.
Mula.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, ungenile. Okay,
the biggest team in the country.
family, we are back again. We're having Cornelius as our guest.
Utingenzeni bhuti wami?
You to address Nhlonipho, we're still the biggest team in the country.
Yeah, I know you are the biggest, but I'm the best, and I'm a global team. When you are a popular team, that's the difference.
Tell them.
I'm a global team. I'm a global team.
Yeah. Ramesh, Android in Mandla, please welcome my guest here, Cornelius, one of the biggest fan of Mamelodi Sundowns, and I respect this guy too, guys.
It's Mesh.
Welcome.
No, I always see Mesh commenting. I know Mesh.
Yeah.
Talking. Yeah. No, man, guys. I'm gonna talk football. I'm not gonna talk like as a Sundown supporter, but I'm gonna talk football.
Okay.
Now, are we live?
Yeah, we are live.
Yeah.
We're live.
Okay, for me, it was areas where there's spaces in between, or I like to look at in the next 15 minutes whether the opposition is going to play a high line or they're going to play a low block or mid block. So I saw today Kaizer Chiefs, they went to a high line like they played Sundowns the previous game, but they went again to the same sort of tactics where Duba was on the side of Modau this time. So they were playing with 5 at the back, because Duba was not really attacking, and that was disappointing for me. So if Unabi didn't trust Ukross, why didn't he play Mashiane? Why didn't he play Mashiane because now it's -1 player. You bring in Duba to always defend, but they're not attacking. You understand? And you have Dupreez. I expected Chiefs to bring in Dupreez from the first minute, because if Nabi could have done his homework properly, Dupreez, when he was playing for Stellenbosch, he punished Sundowns with 3 goals when it was Nedbank. He beat us and we struggled to handle him. So that player, like even in the previous game, Dupreez got 2 clear chances, but he couldn't finish them. So he needed to bring a player like Dupreez, even if he plays him on the left and maybe Duba on the right. And now your golden boy or your diamond Userino can come in second half. So I felt like Unabi, his tactics were very wrong. And in your midfield, Uzwane, no Blom, they were walking. Ribeiro was always having the ball, being free. Nobody was challenging him. They were walking. Even Omudau's third goal, if you can look at it, Mart was also walking. Even Peter Shalulile got a chance where Ribeiro passed him. I saw Mart walking. So they were flat-footed, the whole Kaizer Chiefs sort of players. Nobody was taking leadership in the Chiefs team to say, guys, let's go for this. But they wanted to fight the referees. They wanted to be against the referees. That was not a professional. If you see Sundowns playing like against Pirates, the Pirates players, they fight. They fight in the field. They play. They fight. So we did not see them, Kaizer Chiefs, and that was very disappointing on my side. You understand? Because Sundowns totally dominated the Chiefs. From the whistle. You did not know if Chiefs wanted to press Sundowns from a high line, from a mid block. You did not know what's their plan. You understand?
Yeah, I think that that's also another thing, where you cannot have a full conclusion, because we all know that, okay, had things been different, if you look at everything, it's just a tactical loss, It's not a thing where it's like, okay, now we're unable to beat other teams 4-0, or we cannot repeat what we have been doing with other teams. I think the only team, again, that can beat us like this is Sundowns, obviously, because they're the best team in the league. And what's also beautiful is that it's good that Chiefs is not a defensive team, because what's the point of losing 1-0 like we have been doing, or losing 2, or losing 3 like we've been doing.
Calvin Johnson.
About Calvin Johnson and all those other teams, when you don't even know the full strength of your attack, So it's good to see Uguti. Dupree has his advantages and disadvantages, and Chivaviro has his advantages and disadvantages. Like the attack has its advantages and disadvantages. I think it's good to see those things than to not know anything about the forwards because you are reliant on the defense. So I think it's also good that we're able. Nabi got the tactics wrong. It's good that he lost to tactics than losing to a team that's incapable. And I believe that the team that we have may not be capable to achieve much as Sundowns or Pirates, but it's most definitely capable to pull a win against Sundowns, especially in a cup competition.
Yeah, you see now, you're talking like I was expecting Kaizer Chiefs to come against Sundowns. I thought they will play a mid-block, not a high line. Because if you're playing a high line, you have to know and understand what you're doing. Like, I'm going to just go off the line a little bit. I don't know of how many of you they watch Barcelona versus Real Madrid. Real Madrid was caught 9 offside. So Barcelona, they practice high line. So I don't think Kaizer Chiefs, they know how to practice and know how to play high line because Sundowns was always onside. You understand? So what I'm trying to say is that the tactics of Nabi, he has to change a little bit, but as well, the leadership. Chiefs it lacks leadership in some of their players. There's no leadership, you understand? It's only Miguel, you understand? Yeah. The goalkeeper doesn't talk, Foster doesn't talk, Cross doesn't talk, Dudley doesn't talk, your midfield doesn't talk. You understand? It's only that boy, Shaba, Mduodai, who's giving his all. Mduodai is the pillar of Kaizer Chiefs because why I'm saying that in most of the goals that came from Kaizer Chiefs this season, Mduodai is either he makes a space, he's either assists or he scores. So he's been a pillar of strength for Kaizer Chiefs. But so it's Kaizer Chiefs shouldn't be, how can I put it? They shouldn't take this as a downgrade. They will be able to beat other teams, and they must just know that to build a team, it takes time. It can take at least 2 seasons to build a strong team. Because you're going to make trial and error.
Another thing also, this is the best Sundown squad, if we're honest, because this is also the same Bafana Bafana squad. So we must, like, if any other team was watching, they should also understand that this is the best Sundown squad, and this is the squad that you should expect if Sundowns gets a tough opponent in the CAF. You understand? This is the starting 11. Sundowns can get results with like their fringe players. Yes, we all know that. They've created a system that allows players to be acquired via profiling and criteria. So we all know that there are players that are fit for each role, and because of their system, they can beat all the teams in the PSL. But I think that this is their best starting 11, not because they beat Chiefs 4-0, not because of whatever, but I also understand that Sundowns was also under pressure. And we can see in how they pulled up today. Today they came all guns blazing. All these rumors of Mukwena and what Mutau and what these Rulani players, what all of that stuff was out of the way today. And I believe
can I say something about all those rumors? If you look at Sundowns, from after we lost the MTN, if you look at the team that was playing, that team has been winning. The other team, Abu Morena, Abu Onyango, Abu Kekana, Abu Deruk, Abu Tiwane, that 19-year-old boy from Sikukuni, Abu Mabue, those players. So they were winning. So, and even our coach, sorry to cut you off, even the coach, Mangoba, said, guys, I don't want to change the momentum of this team. I want to give everybody a chance. Abu Mkulisi getting a chance, starting Abu Kosa, the young Kosa getting a chance, Abu Kutlwano, Abu Lodge. So you have to keep these players fresh. He said, this year we have a lot of games. I want to give everybody a chance. If you remember last season with Coach Rulani, towards the end, end of the year in CAF. We struggle. They got injuries on Monday playing Swallows, and we playing semi-final against Esperance on Friday, and the players had fatigue, so we were tired. So you need to keep the squad fresh. But yes, today we came with guns blazing. Even on Wednesday against Cape Town City, we came with guns blazing.
Fair.
But do you blame us not to bring
I
our
think
first 11?
You guys
Do you
wanted
blame
to-
us?
You really wanted
No,
to
we don't blame you. We just allowing things to understand that, oh, okay, we understand the threat that Nabi is in terms of tactics, not in terms of the quality of players, but just in terms of tactics. So much so that we understand the manner and the approach that Miti came in. Because when Miti described Eric Tinkler, he says that he loves Cape Town City and he loves the work that Tinkler has done. And for him, they play the best football. So if he needs to go bar for bar with the person that he believes plays the best football and still exercise the same with Nabi, then we also understand on our side that there's some sort of improvement, though not acknowledged, but it's there.
Yeah.
No,
But
I
also
agree with you.
The magnitude of the game called for that, you know. And like you're saying, that the team that you guys played today, Brother Cornelius, is a CAF winning team. You know, that team wins CAF any single day. And I think another thing is, for me, I honestly, you can't blame Miti for the squad rotation, because you guys play the most games, you know, in a season, and you need like those players for everything else, you know. But I just want to track back to a few things that you said earlier. I think Nabi's option to go for Ranga as opposed to Dupria is, I don't think he trusts Dupria's finishing. Do you know what I'm saying? In comparison to Rang. So I think he thinks Ranga is a better finisher than Dupria. Because Dupria, for him, what he offers is probably like just the speed, you know. But like you're saying, if he did his homework and saw which you guys play a high line, then we could have capitalized on that, you know. But
Can I say something? In fact, I didn't want Uranga not to play. He starts with Ranga, starts with Dupri, puts Cirino on the bench, brings Cirino second half. He's a diamond. And then you put Uduba on the right and Udupris on the left. That's what I was suggesting. And Uranga, you put him as a striker.
Yeah, but you see, he will never. I don't think we've played with that combination as yet, you know. And I think Serino is they just bring him there for the creativity that he brings to the game, you know, and making other players play as well, you know. So I don't think we've considered Dupree and Ranga as an option, but I think they could be something that we see, you know.
And can I say something about the young Chiefs players? You know, I want to mention something. When I was watching these players in DDC, Abu Zwane, this boy Vilagasi, the left back Mashiane, these boys, they were winning with Zwane, but they would win 4-3, they would always concede, win 2-3-2. So you can see that even that team of DDC, they won titles, they were winning, but they used to concede a lot. They were not good at defending. Even Zwane, don't blame him, because they were never developed properly for defending aspects. Even Yanamashiani, he's not a left back, he's more like a wing back. So what I'm trying to say here is that Abu Zwane, you need to be patient with him so that the boy can mentally he can improve in terms of being a good player off the ball. But today I was very disappointed with him, very, very disappointed also with Blom, especially that Blom has been playing from USA. It was so disappointing that they left Ribeiro to have the ball so much and even enjoy in the middle of the park there.
Yeah.
But
I just want to ask a question.
It was also disappointing with Cirino. It was also disappointing with the keeper. Like, it was disappointing with everyone, you know. I don't think that, like I say, you know, we lost to tactics. You know, it's not a thing of players are incapable. You know, yes, the result should make us, you know, open our eyes to certain things that we lack. For example, not having a strong midfield, you know. Yes, we can attempt to change formations, but at the end of the day, the back four that we have right now has been the best, you know. And like we say with Umniti at Sundowns, when he doesn't get the most favorable results, it's always said, Guti, if it's not broken, don't fix it. And I feel like if it's not broken with our back four, don't fix it. Yes, look for ways where things can be better. But if it's not broken, don't fix it. And if it's not broken with the attack, also don't fix it. Because if you actually look, our starting 11 has been the same starting 11. The only thing that has been changing frequently and every game is the midfield pairing. Every single game, the midfield pairing has been changing. And we haven't had a midfield pairing that has been consistent, like in terms of the duo. If it's not injuries that disturb the momentum, it can be other things that disturb the momentum. So I don't think we're in a position where we're looking at things as if, Nabi did not think things through, or like the technical team didn't go forth with their suggestions. I do believe that the technical team also have been basing things on results. And based on results, today's starting 11, it was a very good starting 11. It's just a pity that we're outplayed and we never got to play.
100%, Mesh. I think you're saying the same thing that Cornelius said earlier about Mnuti saying he's not going to change that squad that he was playing in the MTN8 because they're winning, So same thing with us. Like, even if you had to ask the fans to pick a squad for today, that's exactly the squad that we were going to pick. So we can't blame Nabi. It's everything to do with the boys not giving their all today, Yes. But I just want to pose a question to Cornelius. Cornelius, do you ahead of today's game, did you have a sense of fear, like or do you knew you were going to dominate us, or you thought that
I can even screenshot you I go to Abulindo Pet's show, we talk, even Mula and overthinking, and even now I'm going to join another show. I said we're going to win 4-0. I knew we were going to win 4-0. And I had my own reasons. And I knew that we're going to, in the middle of the park, I knew we were going to dominate. But if Castillo was there, I was a little bit going to be scared. And I think the scoreline was going to be different, maybe like a 2-1 or a 1-0, because Castillo fights, and Castillo is also dangerous in terms of getting into the box. You understand? So, and Castillo, whenever they play against Sundowns, he gives it his all. You understand? Yeah. So I knew, watching the Magezi game and watching how Chiefs played, and after the game before Chiefs lost against SuperSport, they played a high line. The way they SuperSport scored that goal, it was too simple. It came from a keeper. They played 1-2 in the middle of the park. They just left that player and they made a square. So I just thought, that high line that Chiefs is playing, I knew Sundowns is gonna give it. Huh?
Do you think you were beating us with that Kewani squad, Abo Mobu? Do you think you were beating us with that same squad?
That's where the difference is.
This is what it
Abu Tiwane squad. Remember, we had Tiwane, we had Libusa who was bulldozed by this guy, Yo Chivaviro. But today I had Mvala, and Mvala dealt with him. You understand? So I knew that we had answers in every department today. And I knew that Umuda will deal with Duva. Even if you had to bring Dupre's, Muda will deal with them. So, and Mudiba doesn't have speed, but Mudiba is a very intelligent sort of left back, or he doesn't. That's why he's an international player. That's why he's even in Bafana he's playing left back. So with this squad, I knew we're gonna dominate.
So you're saying you needed basically, because for me that alone just makes me feel better about my team. So you're saying you needed the best of the best today to dominate us.
But it's my team. Why? It's my best 11. So if Real Madrid is playing Barcelona, Barcelona is going to bring their best team. Yeah, this is my best squad. So I have to bring my best squad. And in fact, let me tell you something. The best teams in the world, they always play with their best 11. The best team in the world. Man City always brings their best 11. Bayern Munich always brings their best 11. But Real Madrid always brings their best 11. You understand? All the best teams, they bring their best 11. So you cannot expect that Sundowns also must bring the sort of second stream team to play against you because we are playing. This is a cup game. We must bring the best team.
Yes.
Yes, yeah,
Yes.
family. Hi, guys. Yo, it's been a while now. No, we're around 20 minutes. I think it's enough, guys. It's enough. Let's try to to come online next tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow.
I know. Congratulations.
Basindile.